to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Tulane's offense comes on the field first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, we got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
He's running out of time here. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. No fair catch. He feels the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Off the play fake on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. Defender flagged for being a little too aggressive. The offense gets a 15-yard penalty. First down here for this offense. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. You know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking for a gap, it's Flanagan. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you...
He's got room looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. He'll be tackled. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Hold it. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Pass rush closing in. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And here's the return. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. When he can't haul it in, that's a crucial drop on a third down play. Here comes fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Gotta be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Now passing the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The back's got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This defense is reeling now. First down and goal. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimension.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He'll hand it off. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. And it's Tulane on top right now, Kirk. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across midfield. At the 30 now. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
On the double.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Flanagan. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
But this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on first down. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Ball handed off. A change of direction. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. We go with a direct snap. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. He brings the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. And the quarterback keeps it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
He's moving out of the pocket now. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, that's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Okay. 2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make a play on this return. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Look out. He's got some space. At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Chris, that second-tier defender linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He drew a pick-6 in the last possession. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. The pocket breaking down. Oh, look at the quick cut. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll run it here. Look at him run through those tacklers. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Makes a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Finds his man. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it.
He'll take a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Green Wave. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Get set.
1st and goal, handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's a crucial response with this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Using his legs, it's Flanagan. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the same runner's got it again. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And it's Tulane on top right now. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Testing the right side here. And he's brought down out at the 46.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
3:25.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Offense now in the all-important red zone. And then first down, right back to the running game. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play, defense finally brings him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And they'll use the ground game here. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been...
Touchdown, Tulane. And the route is on. That's another touchdown with this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off target and incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Launching downfield. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
In blue.
He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now moves the ball to the 35, another first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Under, 325.
Here's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Touchdown, Green Wave. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down after that previous play.
Come on, set.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back grabs it on the screen.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah.